You got anything that you want to say? No?
I reject your God.
Why? Who?
Because your God is made up.
Who's your God? If you reject my God, who is your God?
I'm not here trying to proselytize.
Well, why are you dressed?
You're not even welcome here.
Why are you dressed like that if you're not representing something?
What I represent is none of your business.
Well, I'm just saying you're here and you're showing what you believe. You're showing your beliefs. You're showing what you stand for.
I believe you're not welcome here.
Not welcome by who?
By everybody who doesn't want you here.
Well, what about the people who do want me here?
Did you pay to be here? Did you pay for this vendor spot that you're in?
What about how God wants me here?
Have you paid to occupy a vendor's location?
No.
Then you need to leave.
You're standing in the same spot I am, talking the same way that I am. So I could ask you the same question.
Got him.
God, while you were yet a sinner, while I was yet a sinner, while everyone was still sinning.
What the hell is wrong with you people?
Your God is made up? That's interesting, coming from someone who probably says they're a fairy and they've named themselves Twinkle Toes. I don't even know what this person was trying to dress as. It could be the I Need Therapy outfit, that's what I think it is. Like the last video I did about this woman was walking around with one of them toy chickens.
Is because he was the only one who was spotless, the only one who was blameless.
And this guy's walking around with a fan, making annoying noises. That seems to be a common thing I see in these videos.
One of the main things he created me for was actually relation. How's serving Satan going?
Stop it. Get some help.
Mostly I feel feminine or non-binary. Today I'm feeling really femme and cat-like as well. Yeah. But I also feel masculine, mostly boyish. I don't ever really want a woohoo. I'm proud to have a hoo-ha. But
what the fuck is going on?
I also, sometimes want to take these guys off, but other times I'm happy to have them. I love to play with them. I love them. Other days I want to tape them down. I'm running out of time, but yeah, I go through stages of feeling feminine, non-binary, and sometimes boyish. So that's
What?
See, I think all this is just these people spend days, hours and hours and hours indulging in their feelings and themselves. Like, that's why most of these people don't have a job, because they spend all day analysing themselves and just creating all this delusion they have. And I don't think these people can just say gender is a mood. It's not. And I'll say it again, I'll say it every time. Why do all these people look the exact same?
I prefer really not to speak. If I speak, I am in big trouble.
The flag doesn't offend me. The American flag scares me. To me, waving the American flag is the equivalent of declaring yourself a KKK member, or a Proud Boys, or whatever. It just indicates that you are white supremacist. It indicates that you are a settler, colonial piece of shit. Sorry. Not sorry. If you fly the US flag, you are ideologically a settler, colonial piece of shit and a colonizer.
Wow, okay. Man, how these platforms don't, they don't flag these videos and they allow these people to continue making hundreds of these videos. I know a lot of my viewers are from the US, so I'd be really interested to hear your thoughts about that one. I know it's got you riled up. Let me know in the comments.
Your US women's soccer team famously lost to high school boys. Do you really think it's fair for these same boys to be competing in girls' sports?
The journalist referenced the embarrassing 2017 defeat where an under-15 boys squad beat Rapino and the U.S. women's national soccer team 5-2.
Why should trans people compete against young girls. Do you not think that they're gonna get hurt? Are they gonna get hurt?
The retired soccer star is known for supporting biological men competing against women.
The most urgent LGBTQAI+ issue is the attack on trans people.
I don't know how any person with a logical brain could think that biological men competing against women is a good thing. And it's easy for her to say this now because she's retired and she ain't got to look like a twat anymore, like when she got beat by all them kids.
I just made pronoun bracelets and I would like to explain them. This one stands for he, him, so green and blue, more masculine colors, I guess. This one stands for she, her, so pink and purple, more feminine color. And then this one stands for they, them, and it's yellow and orange, which are like gender neutral colors. When I wear this one, it means that I just go by they, them. When I wear these two together, it means I go by she, them. When I wear these together, it means I go by he, them. When I wear all of them, it means that I go by all pronouns. And when I wear these together, it means that I go by she, him. I'm gonna wear them all right now because I go by all pronouns right now. My pronoun, preference has changed 3 times today. This does not happen very often with me, but I'm wearing all 3 right now.
What the hell are you talking about?
A flag outside of somebody's house, I just automatically assume you racist.
Almost definitely, but we felt that way for years. I'm 51, and even as a kid we knew. It was understood. If there was an American flag at their house, they some racist ass white mother. That's just what it was. I thought everybody thought that or knew that. It's funny to see that they're saying it now and it's like it's kind of new, but no. Yeah, been thinking about that, thought that forever.
Wow. Oh man. Oh man. So what about the black people who have American flags raised? Do they have to take them down as well? Are they racist? There's plenty of Americans who have the flag raised because they're proud of their country and where they live and where they're from. It doesn't mean they're racist, mate. Just more wokies trying to play the victim. Well, if you're shouting death to America and you hate it that much, then why don't you leave?
It's 4th of July weekend. There's so much to celebrate, right? No, there really isn't, because the truth of the matter is the freedom and independence that the 4th of July holiday is supposed to represent never included all Americans or all people in America, right? So back in 1776, Black folks were still enslaved. So that's not anything to celebrate. So what I want to challenge you to do this weekend, and you should really do this every single day if you want to live an anti-racist lifestyle, but specifically for this weekend, instead of spending all your money on the red, white, and blue everything, ask yourself, where am I benefiting from the labor of Black people, and what am I giving to them in return? Whether it's free labor, unpaid labor like social media, or whether it's inequitable paid labor. Where are you benefiting from labor from us? And what are you giving in return?
Do these people make it a daily goal to just be the most unlikable, miserable, bitter people on the planet? These people never seem happy, they just look miserable as hell, just living that victimhood lifestyle. They are clinging on to that historical event for dear life, these people, man. They want us to pay for it and do free labor and all this shit. If you want to celebrate it, go for it. If people don't want to celebrate it, who cares?
Would you rather date a convicted felon or a Trump supporter?
Convicted felon.
A convicted felon.
Trump supporter. What?
I don't think that my values match very much with a Trump supporter. Homophobia, racism.
That's enough. Put down the mic.
Do you think genitals define gender?
No.
Why?
You can do, it's your body and your choice, and you can do whatever you want.
So what if I wanted to change my race? Is that okay?
I'm not sure. I'm sorry.
When does life begin?
Why is that? That's impossible to define. It's impossible to define. I think so. Life is very abstract.
Are you alive?
I'd like to think so.
Okay. Are the people around you alive?
As far as I know.
Okay. What gives you that belief?
Intuition.
Intuition, not the fact that they're breathing, or we could take their pulse rate, or their heart is working, they have brain waves, consciousness.
You can't know anything for sure.
You're way overthinking it. What does fetus mean in Latin?
I don't speak Latin.
Yeah, little human.
Oh. What does it mean in English?
Yeah, little human.
Unborn baby.
Right. So the reason people use fetus because it makes themselves feel good.
Okay.
Because they don't want to use the word baby, because they want to try to cloak the horror of a. So they say, oh, it's a fetus, as if it's like a rhinoceros or if it's like a giraffe. No, it's the same species as a human. It's just not as big as you are or as advanced as you are. So it feels better to be able to terminate that being. Should we try to limit suffering on this on Earth?
Obviously.
Okay. So if I tell you that the majority of that occur, the baby feels pain, should we probably stop doing that?
Well, it's not that simple.
It's actually not that complex. Okay. Here's what college does, is it makes the very simple moral questions so complex to overthink good and evil that somebody on the side of the street can easily say murder is wrong.
Yep, and when these people answer, or they try to answer, not that they ever do, it's never yes or no. It's always just talking rubbish. The questions he's asking are very simple. Yes or no answers, mate. Some of these donuts are paying 6 figures for an education and they can't just say yes or no. What is a woman? What is a man? They can't answer those things, man. How do these people go through life?
What you would say if you decided that you felt more like a boy? What would you come tell me?
I would tell you, Mommy, can we go shopping for boy clothes?
And what would I say? Of course. Now, what if your friend told you that I know you know me my whole life as a girl, but I feel like a boy. So I'm probably going to cut my hair short and I'm going to start wearing boy clothing. What would you say to them?
Me?
Yeah, what would you say? Nice and loud so I can...
Whatever you want. You can do anything.
You can do anything. And I... What else would you say to them if they said that they were nervous?
If anybody says something about that, just ignore them.
Right. And I
Support you.
I support you. Exactly right. Because everybody deserves to be happy and lead their authentic life, right?
Man, this shit pisses me off when I see videos like this. And not only, everything she's saying is, you know, if you want to feel that way as an adult, you do you, mate. But don't be telling that to kids. What a great role model you are, saying that shit and you on the phone whilst driving. What a great parent you are. All she's doing is planting this shit in the kid's head. And man, just, I mean, look, she's in a position of power as well. Like that's the scary part. There's some great people out there who can't have kids, and you got people like this having them.
So I'm trying to paint a picture of the conversation that I just had at infusion. I just got back to my car, and the nurse threw a bonus mask into my purse from the sterile kit, and I said, oh, hey, thank you, I can always use more of those. And she's like, yeah, we can use less of them. And I was like, oh, I know, we're all really tired of wearing masks, I get it. And she goes, no, they're pointless. And I said, what? I was like, even in an oncology and hematology infusion center, you feel that masks are pointless? And she was like, yeah, we didn't wear them before COVID. And I was like, even with neutropenic patients, even with patients that have no white count, no immunity, no nothing, you still feel that masks are completely irrelevant. She was like, yeah. And I was like, wow. And then like 3 other nurses popped over and she asked them, she was like, what do you guys think about masks? Are they irrelevant at this point? Even in oncology? And they were like, I mean, we're pretty sick of it. Like, I don't really think we need to be doing it. We weren't doing it before COVID. And again, I was like, even with neutropenic patients, you don't feel that masking is necessary. And I just had 3 to 4 grown women who are nurses look at me and tell me no. And like, I'm not an oncology patient, but I am immunocompromised. And I, quite frankly, have never looked at fellow human beings like that and like known exactly where I stood in some kind of a hierarchy.
Yeah, she's just waffling at this point. We get the point, you know, that the masks are pointless, but I mean, most people with common sense could have looked at their masks when they were coming around and realised that they weren't actually going to do much. She's surprised that they told them that, as if her knowledge is greater than theirs. These people who get that emotional about things and are that militant about what they see on the TV, you know, they could turn on the news and they'll say get up and walk off a cliff, and these people would.
Why do we give 1 day to veterans of world wars and a month to gay people, for example? No harm intended on Mr. Barr here. I'm sure he'll be responding in kind to. But I have no issue with James and his sexuality.
Thank you.
But why do I have to celebrate it for a month?
I should say no issue with yours, Piers.
Well, yeah,
but I would rather you didn't ram it down my throat all the time.
There's no danger of that happening. But I just wanted to... But to be clear, there's no straight month, right? There's no celebration of my sexuality or ramming of anything down people's throats.
Can you define what it means to be a woman? Can you define woman?
A woman is what to define to be a woman. These are great questions, actually.
Would you define yourself as a woman?
I would.
Okay. So what about you makes
my physical anatomy?
Okay. So your physical anatomy makes you a woman?
Yes.
What the hell is wrong with you people?
She knows the answer to that question, but she doesn't want to be judged for saying the truth. And that's the world we live in today. The same people that will make sure there's repercussions for what you say, they'll say freedom of speech exists, you can say what you like. We all know that's bullshit. We live in a world where you got to fall in line the person in front. And if you step out of line, there's consequences for that.